In this video, I want to address some of the common issues that people run into when using the planner and help you overcome them. Let's get started. The first issue I'm going to look at is overlapping dates. So if you look here in this course, in the plans, I have a lesson that I posted from the 7th of June to the 19th of June. Well, today's the 15th of June, so when my student goes in and looks, this is not today's lesson. I can scroll on down and click Show More, and here's another one from last week, and I left it there for them to see. And then finally, here's the one for today. So that's not ideal. You truly want it to be easy for your students to find the lesson for today. And that's why we highly recommend that you only use the exact date for the from and the to when you put a lesson on your planner. So let me go out of the student view, go back in as a teacher, and show you what I would recommend you do instead. So I'm going to go to my plans, and I'm just showing the plans for this week. So these were the three that you saw on my overview page. Now maybe this particular plan here was for the kids to do all week long last week. That's great and that's fine, but don't continue it into this week. So what I would recommend is in the stop date, actually have it stopped showing on the planner last Friday, or you can do Saturday. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Just make it so it's not overlapping and running into this particular week. I'm going to switch to a student view. And then now, notice today's lesson is the first thing that they see. So once again, make sure those dates are not overlapping so that the student doesn't get confused about what lesson they need to do for this day. The second issue I want to look at with you is the difference between linking an entire folder to a lesson plan versus the individual activities and resources to the lesson plan. So here's a plan I showed you earlier, and on this particular plan, the teacher has linked all of the items for that plan. And I had shown you that when the student hits start, they go through and they walk through the description and then each of the individual items for that plan. Nice, easy for the kids to follow. All the resources are shown here when they click the 3 lines. Now I have a second copy of that exact same plan, but on this one, notice just one folder is attached. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit the start button. Students are still going to see the description. When they go to the arrow, they get a list of all of the stuff in that folder. And when they click on the first item in that list, it opens it, but then notice they can't navigate to the next one. And if they click the back arrow, it takes them back to the description, which they can then go to the right arrow and get back to that list. But then literally it's a matter of I have to click back and have to click forward, and I can't just easily navigate through the list. And then click on resources, notice it just shows that folder. So that's not ideal. So let's look at how can you fix that. Let's go back into my planner. So I'm going to go in as a teacher, go to my planner, find this particular plan. So here's the plan view number 2. So I'm going to go over here to where the folder is attached. I'm going to click this drop down and I'm going to say remove this from the plan. So I don't want that entire folder. I'm going to click add, and I already have all the items in the course, so I'm going to choose the course option. My tree is going to come up with all of the items in the tree, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll on down, and I'm going to find that particular folder. And notice if I click the arrow in front of the folder, that actually opens the folder itself, and then I will see the individual items within that folder. So instead of checking this box here to get the whole folder, click the down arrow so it opens and you see all the items, then individually click on all the items in that folder that you need for the lesson, click add, and then you'll see them displayed. And now when I go back to that lesson plan, the students will easily arrow through them. The last issue I want to look at is copying lesson plans from one course to another. A lot of you work in collaboration courses and you're building your content and your lessons together, and then you're copying that plan from your collaboration course to your individual courses. And that's great, and we're glad you're doing that. I just want to quickly demonstrate the copy aspect and then show you the problem. So let's say I want to copy this plan for April 14th. I'll put a check in the box in front of that plan. I'll click on Action. I'll choose Copy. It's going to come up and ask where I want to copy that plan to. I'm going to copy it to my practice course. And I want to take the connected resources with it. So I'm going to hit Copy. And it's going to tell me that it's copied it there. Now, let's say as a team we realized, oh my gosh, we made a mistake on this particular lesson. We need to change it. So somebody comes in and they add something different to it. And then we're like, okay, I need to recopy this now. So you do the same thing. You check the box, you click Action, you click Copy, you choose your same course, you hit Copy, and you get the message, not all the content can be copied. It's already been copied before. Now, this is a situation that itslearning put in place to make it so that you don't get duplicates of the exact same lesson plan in your course. So you need a workaround. Here's your workaround. You can just go to your course and make the edit if it's small. If it was something major, check the box for the plan that you need to copy, do Action, Copy, and choose your sandbox course. So instead of your real course, find your sandbox. Then click Copy. It's going to copy to your sandbox. Now you'll be able to go to your actual sandbox course and copy from there. Since it's not a duplicate, it's not the same course that you're copying to and from, it will allow you to copy it. I hope that looking at these issues help you feel more comfortable with using the planner.